Welcome, friends, to another exciting episode of A VGM Journey. And I'm your host, The Messenger. The track that we're playing into this week's show is Spanish Waltz from the game Castle Crashers. And this was composed by Urbanus. We got some really cool tracks for you guys this week, and even some cool requests as well. And I say let's start off with one of the requests. And this is coming from Meatbug. And they wanted me to play the track Birthplace of All Life from the game E.V.O, Search for Eden. And this was composed by Koichi Sugiyama. That track that you just heard, that was Birthplace of All Life from the game E.V.O, Search for Eden. It was composed by Koichi Sugiyama, and this was a request by Meatbug. So thank you, Meatbug, for that request. E.V.O Search for Eden is kind of an interesting game where it plays like a side-scroller platformer of sorts, but it incorporates a lot of RPG elements in it as well. And the basic premise of the game is that you go through different time periods playing as different creatures who evolve over time, and that killing enemies gives you pretty much the equivalent of experience points, but it's more like evolution points. And I think the thing that really surprises me is that this soundtrack was composed by Koichi Sugiyama, who is best known for his work on the Dragon Quest series. And honestly, I think the entire soundtrack for this, it's kind of a mixed bag. But I think Birthplace of All Life is a really strong track. And it's kind of got the sound of mystery, but mixed in with a little bit of danger as well. But I could safely say that overall, I really like this track. So I just want to also say thank you to Meatbug for sharing this track for the show. We're going to move on to another request, this time coming from Chris Murray. And he wanted me to play this track from Aeon Drive. And the track is the main theme for it. I'm calling it Aeon Drive. I mean, it could be called main theme, but I decided to call it Aeon Drive. So from Aeon Drive, we're playing Aeon Drive, and this was composed by Megan McDuffie. That track that you just heard, that was Aeon Drive from the game Aeon Drive. It was composed by Megan McDuffie, and this was a request by Chris Murray. So thank you, Chris, for that request. When Chris made that request, I knew next to nothing about Aeon Drive, so I decided to look into it and found out that it was an action platformer game with a cyberpunky aesthetic to it, which I thought was really cool. And it also had an emphasis on speedrunning, so it was very fast-paced. It even kept leaderboards of players' times through the levels. And heck, even the sprite work I thought was very well done for this game. And for this track, I really don't know what to really say about the track, other than it's a typical Megan McDuffie kind of track, where it's got just really nice electronic sounds and some really nice vocals by Megan McDuffie. And I gotta say, this was a really nice request by Chris. So I just want to say thank you, Chris, for that track. I think for the next track, I'm actually going to follow that up with another Megan McDuffie track, this time coming from River City Girls 2. And the track that I'm going to play, it is called I'm Better Than You. So let's give that one a listen. track that you just heard, that was I'm Better Than You from the game River City Girls 2, and it was composed by Megan McDuffee. So yeah, we're gonna have a double dose of the McDuffie on this show. And I think what was funny with the timing of everything was that I was already planning on playing this track for the show when that request came in, and I originally was thinking like, oh, I guess I'll just not play it on the show. But then again, did have the thought of, well, it is my show. I really want to play this track, so let's have the double dose of McDuffie. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. And despite never playing this or the original game, I thought the soundtracks for both games are amazing. And as a follow-up soundtrack, I mean, River City Girls 2 does not disappoint at all. There's a lot of really good new stuff on there. I like to think that Megan McDuffie is on a level very similar to Darren Korb, where she's got really strong compositions backed with some pretty amazing vocals by herself. I mean, you guys just listen to the track. It's some really good stuff. And it definitely makes me want to play both River City Girls games. From what I heard, they're a lot of fun. I think for this next track, we're going to go back to the SNES and play this track from Doomsday Warrior. This is P.Lump's theme, and the soundtrack was composed by Junta. That track that you just heard, that was P.Lump from the game Doomsday Warrior, and it was composed by Junta. And that's going to just about do it for the show this week. If you like what you've been listening to, have your friends check out the show on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, whatever podcasting service that you can think of. I'm more than likely going to be on there. You can email the show at vgmjourney@yahoo.com. And you could also check us out on Twitter at VGMJourney. We also have a Discord server for the show, which I will provide a link for that in the show notes, where you can hang out with your fellow VGM journeymen and talk about games, music, and even look at some cool art. I'm also going to play things out with one more track, and this is coming from Splatoon 3, and the track is Splatfest, specifically the Frye solo version. And this track was possibly composed by either Toru Minegishi, Shiho Fujii, Ryo Nagamatsu, Toshiyuki Sudo, Yuki Takahashi, or Sayako Doi. Have a good week, everyone.